Hey all, welcome back. This is Dino the Ops Guy, and this is Production Management and Practice, or Stardew Production Management 101. Don't I can't decide on which, and even different times I say it, I mess it up. I think last episode I didn't even include the 101, or I called it Production Management Training, and you get the idea. It's basically a production management course, and what I've found in most universities, they don't even offer production management courses anymore. And if they do, they tend to have atrophied because most of operations management, the field that production management is in, has shifted over to supply chain. I don't agree with it, but it's happened. It become it's sexier. What are you gonna do? Giving you a chance to see a production management course on your own, free, go online. And we're starting from the application. So we're starting from a production environment. In this case, a production environment that I've chosen is Stardew Valley. So you probably have Stardew Valley and can probably sort of try some of these things at home. So that's sort of the shtick. It's 42, episode 42. And that means there's 41 episodes preceding it, and specifically preceding it. In the last episode, we were able to acquire kegs. We got to farming 8, so we have kegs. So just wanted to do a little discussion on the economics of kegs. This is sort of the classwork piece of it, if you will. So we have cauliflower with our tiller advantage. It's going to be worth 192, 239, and 288 for gold, regular silver and gold respectively. Melon 275, 343, and 412 are the same. Pumpkin 352, 440, and 528 the same. Let's just focus on those two. Those are the workhorses that we use for spring, summer, and fall respectively. They tend to get the most return. And when we use accelerators like kegs and jars, they also accelerate the best. So these are good examples to use. And what we're finding is you can either look at the lift, which is how much we would have gotten from let's say the cauliflower 192, versus the jar value of 400. So there's a lift of 208. Now we say, well, we got a 400 out of it. Yeah, we did get 400 out of it, but 192 we already had. We didn't get another 192. So the real value there that we're looking at is the lift. That's sort of the term that I'm using there. So we can see the jar lift, 208, 161, 112, and 201, 154, 105 for jars and kegs respectively. And what we're noticing here is that as far as cauliflower goes, we are better off with jars, just from a straight lift perspective. If we are looking at kegs, we are better off with, if we're looking at melons, we are better off with kegs. And for pumpkins, we are better off with kegs. Again, just on a straight lift basis. Now, you'll notice there's a difference in days. So in a jar, it only lasts 3 days, but in a keg, it's variable. Cauliflower lasts 4 days because it's a vegetable, and melons and pumpkin last 6.5 days or 6.25 days because they're a fruit. Basically, the outcome is different whether it's a jar of stuff or like a juice of something versus, I guess, a nectar or something. You get the idea. So we can see that there's some preference here: cauliflower to jars and kegs for melons and pumpkins and the like. However, if we're trying to accelerate things, and we often are, if we are trying to get more money faster, then we really want to look at a jar lift per day or a keg lift per day to appreciate that it's longer in the keg, and that kind of messes things up. The table's up there, but you can see kind of funny things going on. For example, for a melon, I get 91 jar lift per day versus a 76 keg lift per day. So I'm better off putting a straight melon in a jar. But if I get to the silver melon, I'm better off putting it in a keg, because the value that we essentially have already gained that we're not going to regain changes the situation. However, if we do want to go faster, there's a couple other faster things we can use, such as coffee beans or hops. So hops doesn't spend 4 or 6.25 days. It spends 1.5 roughly days. Coffee bean spends about 2 hours, so you can go much faster. So if we're looking at return per hour, lift per hour, lift per day, then coffee beans are going to be great. Hops are going to be very, very good. The problem with, certainly with coffee beans, is because it's every 2 hours, once they're ready, you got to get them or you're losing value. So you have to essentially keep that machine turning. Where hops, it's every day and a half. Let's call it a day and a half for all practical purposes. So if I know that the next day it's raining and I'm going to be around, or if I'm cleaning up the farm, then that's an easy one. If I know that I'm cleaning up around the farm, or I'm doing a lot of wood chopping around the farm, or whatever the case, maybe I'm in the greenhouse a lot, then maybe coffee beans make sense because I'm close enough that I can affect it quickly. But if we're not affecting it quickly, then it just becomes 75 per per keg kind of thing versus like a 600 or 400 or 200 kind of thing. So the whole premise here is, and if you want to take a screenshot of this and just sort of keep it by you, but you can do the calculations on your own. The idea being, if we're just looking at how much dollars we can get out of it, then and even if we're on a touch per basis, all of these are about the same number of touches. You're getting a fair bit. Kegs, you're going to do melons and pumpkins. Jars, you're going to do cauliflower. And if you want to accelerate, like get more fast right away, and you happen to be around, hops or even coffee beans to make that happen. So we're going to turn it over now to Av. And Av's list of things to do here is water and harvest the crops, pet the hens, process the eggs, pick up the watering can because it's ready from Clint. Process geodes if you're already going to be at Clint's or near Clint's, and really with the minecart, it's easy to go back and forth. Then definitely see what you can do as far as processing geodes. It is a Friday, so we should check the traveling cart for the traveling selling cart, whatever, the little pig cart, for red cabbage, because that's the only real good way to get red cabbage. And then because the luck is so good today, good day to mine. So if any free time, that sounds like a lot, but if you have any free time, Av, then feel free to forage. But other than that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Av. Thanks, Dino. We are back. Our steel watering can is ready, and it's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. And the spirits are very happy today. That's good. And we learned how to make pancakes. What can be better than that? So Pam wants a pale ale. That's good to know. We can probably facilitate that in some short order. We now have 5 battery packs, which is enough to get us to Ginger Island from a battery standpoint. That is going to come after the bundles. So I consider it a bit of a bundle on its own, sort of on the strategic side. We got some mushrooms. That's awesome. And we're going to get our poppy honey. We got some coffee, and our star fruit is ready. So gonna harvest our hops, and we got some melons ready to go. So a good crop of melons that came in, 12. So we're doing very well. We got the blueberry. Well, you know what that means. If we have melons and blueberries, it's time to go to the community center and finish off that summer bundle. So the summer crops bundle should be ready. Say hi to the ladies. Hello, ladies. And we'll put in some hay, even though we're running out of room in our inventory here. Even with 36, you tend to get a little squeezy. So we'll put the eggs out, and then we'll load up one into the mayonnaise machine and start sorting out where do things go here. So the stones can go away. We can take care of our, we just have enough room for our potted crab pots, so we can get the fish from there. And, we could have just done this before because we have the mushroom chest right near the mushroom logs, so that would have worked out well. So drop off our seeds, and we do want to put in, if we can put in that soggy newspaper and get material, that'd be great. That's the best return. If we get torches, that's okay too, but I really like getting the cloth. So we're going to put all of them away, but then we're going to pull back 5 of the gold level melons, and 1 blueberry and 1 melon regular. And that's going to be what's going to get us through. We also brought a fiddlehead because we know the fiddlehead is going to be used in the, oh, and then we got foraged sweet pea there. Oh, this train's going through. So another day we're going to check out the train. But the fiddlehead is for the cook, the chef's bundle. So we are going to drop off in the quality crops. All we need is corn next, and that's going to be easy enough to do. We will look at getting some corn today. Make sure that we put some quality on. And we do have a quality sprinkler. Can't beat that. That's awesome. So chef's bundle, we're putting the fiddlehead for, we could probably close out the chef's bundle if we build a little cookout kit, but no rush for that just yet. Let's get into Pierre's, sell off what we got. What else do we have? Sam would like a bream. Easy enough, but I don't think we're going to have time for bream today. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, I see now that we brought the crystal fruit. We could have dropped that off at the community center as well, but we missed that one, and we'll get back there at some point. So we got our corn. I was going to go over to Clint, but I think I'm better off going down and doing the foraging first. So let's get to the ocean and do a bit of foraging. There's a coral. We can say hi to Alex. Alex has some concerns about issues. What can we do? So the amount of forage items has not kept up, I gotta say. So I mean, we're doing okay. But that first day, that really impressed me. But that was the only day that really impressed me for, I guess, the crab mating outcome of more stuff on the beach. So we will say hi to Elliot. We will say hi to Haley and pick up this little ancient burial site thing. We got 2 mystery boxes and some glass shards. We already had some glass shards before, so we're happy to sell those. I think given that we have the 2 mystery boxes, it's worth getting the watering can so that we can water stuff and get rid of these 2 mystery boxes while we're here. So let's do that. Processed geodes, we got some seeds and we got some speed grow. Actually, deluxe speed grow. That's awesome. I won't use the deluxe speed grow right away, but that's going to become very important when we come to the fall. Fairy rose is definitely the type of flower that we want to put speed grow on. So I'm going to take these 9. They're only 8 plots, but then I put the quality sprinkler in the middle so that we don't have to water them anymore. Corn is going to be around for the next couple seasons. Even from a crossover standpoint, we may decide at the end of the season to upgrade the watering can again because everything dies off except for corn and sunflowers. But okay, so let's see if we can see red cabbage. No red cabbage, but walleye and tiger trout. I think we're going to grab those. They're easy enough to catch, but they're a season away. So we're now a season ahead on those 2. And one of them, I don't remember which one of the bundles actually gives us the glow ring. So we don't have to worry about torches anymore. That's kind of nice. I think the other one gives us bait, which is good. I'm not going to knock, it's deluxe bait, I think. I'm not going to knock deluxe bait, but it's not something that I would want to, it's not worth finishing a bundle for, if you will. But so we're starting to water, but I have a feeling we're going to have to cut this short because I know Clint's closes at 4. So we're going to have to head back if we're going to get any of our geodes done. So let's grab all the geodes so that we can get Clint to process them. And clear out. We need some room. Certainly those glass shards, we're just going to ship those. There's no sense in waiting for that. So everything seems to be in order. Let's get over to Clint's. We'll take the express minecart. And there we are on the other side of the map. And see what we can get. This is always it's kind of like Vegas, isn't it? You just get to try different things. So you get, we got stones. That's not that valuable. Oh, we got gold ore. That's okay. 3 gold ore is okay. 1 stone is not okay. That's just not. And then we got pyrite, which is fool's gold. If you didn't know, I don't know if the game is true to that, but that's what pyrite is in the real world. And I think we've had that Celestine or whatever before, so we can probably sell that off. What we're going to do is, before we leave, sell to Clint anything that doesn't say give it to Gunther, because if it says give it to Gunther, we can donate it. If it doesn't say give it to Gunther, then we really don't need it. From a mineral standpoint, unless it's something like a diamond or a ruby or one of the gems, that sort of thing. So we're getting a lot done. I don't know that we're getting a lot of value for it. Today's supposed to be a lucky day. It's supposed to be better for the value. I don't see the value really coming through. Gemrite we've already had, so we can sell that. And then we got a few things that we can take over to Gunther. He's going to be very happy, I guess, that we are donating all these things, filling up all the racks. It says there's a new reward. I don't think there's any new reward that we need for a while. I think at some point we can get pumpkin, but pumpkin's a ways off. So I'm going to save on the new reward, leave the space in our inventory. We're going to head up to the community center and finish off the two fish for sure. Hi, Carolyn. How's it going? The two fish that we picked up. And it's probably a good time to do the crystal fruit as well. So there we go. That's the river fish bundle that we've finished, and we get some bait. And then we get the night fish bundle. Of course, the night fish bundle gives us the glow in the dark ring, the glow ring. So that's nice to have. We'll head over to the winter foraging bundle and put the winter foraging bundle. We got two other things in that. There we probably pretty much have to wait for winter for those. I don't think there's a lot of other good ways to get those. We'll say hi to Harvey as we're going through. Things are not so good. Okay, so back to the farm. A few things that we should be looking at on the farm. First, we have to finish watering. That's going to be pretty important. All the open spots, because we have the wheat and because they grow so fast, I'm just going to fill it with wheat. That's sort of my default, if you will, right now. But let's get everything watered. At some point, I do want to get to the mine. We're really burning up time for the mine, though. So I don't know that we're going to get a whole bunch of floors in, but all important stuff. I don't know that I would have changed anything that we've done. So once we get it all watered, it's getting almost to the point, where the chickens will be done. So rather than make a big rush at the end of the day, why don't we check in on the chickens? And if they're ready to sleepy, then we can shut the door and then not have to worry about running in at midnight. So let's check in on them and see how they're doing. The kitty cat. Let's see. Oh, I see two of them, unless one of them's hiding. All right, let's clear up some of this area because we're already here. We got more geodes, wouldn't you know it? Once you clear all your geodes out, you get more. These big stones, I'm so happy I have the steel pickaxe because they give us 15. That's a good return. And there's really no other way to clear them. So if you're trying to clear up space, it's the only really way to go. So, and now we can make it a little more open. What we might want to do there later is grow some trees if we think that wood is going to be key. We seem to really want a lot of wood, so that's another area we can set up a little grove that we want for trees. Okay, let's check in on the ladies. Yes, they're all in. We can close it up. Very good. Okay, so let's do our sorting. We're going to put cauliflower in the cauliflower jar machine because that gives us a return. And then we'll sort everything out, and we're going to get to the mine. I am so glad that we have the mine carts because that's going to make a big difference on this trip. We're not going to worry about foraging the backcountry here. We're just going to get there. And we got, last time we got there and realized that we didn't have our field snacks. So now we got field snacks. I think we're going to leave the field snacks there just in case, because we can always make them more if we're back here. I do want to put some of the quality fertilizer. I'd love to get the higher quality fertilizer, but all we have is a basic quality fertilizer. Put those on the corn because we are trying to fill the quality pack and we need 5 gold corn to complete that quality pack so we don't have to go into pumpkins. So if we put some quality, I think it's just going to go a little faster. We are going to make 3 kegs and we're going to make a bee house because we have enough materials for that as well. All in the sort of on the path to getting to the mines. So now that we have the kegs, might as well fill them with melons. The base level melons is sort of the best thing we got right now. So we can fill those with melons. And no, I don't want to eat it. And then, without further ado, other than getting a stone out of the foraging, without further ado, we are going to the mine. It's 10 o'clock. We're not going to get a lot done in the mine, but we're going to go anyway because that's what we're doing. So we're going to grab the bombs and we're going to have our our field snacks. So we're ready. So this slime is yellow, meaning that it's hiding something inside. Something valuable usually. No, just sap. It might as well have been a normal slime. So if you see a different color slime, it's either a prismatic slime if you're involved in a quest, which we're not right now, or there's something inside like a pink cake or something else that's coloring it. In that case, it was just slime. So I don't know that was a big win for me. So these night guys, as long as you keep them at bay, you need a little bit of knockback to keep them back. But other than that, they're pretty good. It's time we have a field snack. So and we're out of time. So we're kind of, let's get the bat. All right, we're just gonna mine our way back to the stairs. And oh, there's a way out. Okay, we've had enough of this. We're getting out of here. We've no sense in prolonging. We've missed it too many times. Like I said, we are going to leave the field snacks there just because it's probably a better plan. And then if we do need more stuff to eat back at the farm, we can always build more field snacks. We got plenty of tree seeds, probably to the point where we should be looking at cutting them back on some level, but we're not there yet. So let's load up. We have at least 2 gold smelts we can do. We might as well get rid of the void essence, so that we don't need that. I want to put the stones away, but I got to put the stones away when I don't have anything else open. Otherwise, it just keeps flipping back and forth. We will change the mayonnaise, and you know what? I'm just going to get the stone and these few trees. And I think that's about all we want to do because we're out of energy and out of time. So, and we've cleaned up a little. We got a little more stones. Hopefully, we did not get a lot of stones this run. A lot of wood this run. But hopefully, we made up for it in the last time. I didn't keep track of the numbers. Well, there we go. I'm trying to get in bed. I got in bed finally. So, and the money hasn't been as much as we've made a lot. I think we've also spent a lot. So I think that's part of the issue. So I don't know that this project plan is working. I'm going to do what we can to help out. But spirits are going to be happy tomorrow. So that's a good thing. Living off the land. All right. Back to you, Dino. Okay. Thanks, Av. That was great. Always very efficient, that Ev guy. He's pretty good that way. So, okay, we harvest the crops, we pet the hens, and we process the eggs. We picked up the watering can, processed just a ton of geodes. Good work on that. The traveling cart didn't have our red cabbage, but it did have a couple of fish species that we were looking for. We got a little bit of mining in, but just so much more going on. I don't fault Av for that one. I think he was making the right play. So, looking at our project, we got 3705 G this time. Nowhere near the 5,000 that we were looking for, 5,600 that we were looking for. And worse yet, we spent 3,250 of that. So we're not. It's not going in the direction we want to go to. That first G for projects. That really flat purple line. I'm hoping that gets above the blue line at some point, but I'm losing a bit of faith. If we look at the other two, the wood, the blue line, we're down from the wood. We didn't. Did we use more? I think we used more than we got. But still, that purple line is above the blue, so I'm happy with that. And then when we look for stone, we're just sort of on the same trajectory. That's a good one. And as long as it's a good day and we can get in the mine, that's probably going to be in our favor. So, so when we're looking at this, the issue that is going to come up is, if this is a vanity project, and sometimes executives or senior managers come up with these projects that really are tied more to their ego than to any performance or whatever, this could get a bit dicey. People start throwing, this person's doing something wrong, or this, or pointing fingers, or accusing, or whatever. Clearly, this project, I don't have any attachment to it as Dino the Ops guy. Really, I think it would make sense to get it done just from the standpoint that we are in a much better position at the end of this. We can't do it any faster than the best timing for Robin. But if we have to do it slower, we have to do it slower. That's at the end of the day. I am still excited about doing this, so I'm going to suggest that given that Robin is free tomorrow, which means we have an opportunity to stop in to see Robin and say, hey, Robin, why don't we build the coop part 2? So that's going to cost 10,000 G. We have enough stone. We have enough wood. We have about 5,000 G in cash. So the rest, I'm thinking, take a look at the golden melons. Take a look at the golden cauliflower. I've already showed that they have less return when it comes to jars and kegs. And if we can take that return, no matter what it was, and make it hopefully a little better by getting more barns and coops in play, I'm hoping that's a trade-off in our favor. I think that's the right decision to make. So I don't know that we can make that sort of magic trick every single time. But certainly if it's just a matter of getting another 5,000, ordinarily I'd think, okay, we have a barn, let's fill it with cows. But Marnie's not open tomorrow, so we won't be able to spend any money on cows tomorrow. But again, keeping Robin's schedule tight so that we can actually talk to her tomorrow, given that it's a Monday. Tuesday, Robin is closed if it's not raining, because if it's not raining, she does her little aerobic workout at Pierre's. So I don't want to wait to see if it's going to rain. I think tomorrow, get the money, pay for the coop too, and then we'll regroup and see if the purple lines are doing better than the blue lines, and see how it goes. So a little bit of intervention from the executive side. Making decisions is the right thing to do. And we'll just see if we can get it back on track. So hopefully you're getting a lot out of this. Some of the discussions, some of the decisions, some of the trade-offs, some of the sort of intuition, if you will. If we can do any job, if we can do it at all better, certainly give us a comment in the comment section. Other than that, this is Dino the Ops Guy signing off.